Well, good evening, everybody. This is Joanne Shearer Parkin, and I am excited to be on tonight. I'm your presenters for tonight's webinar. And I am a registered dietitian, master's level nutritionist. I've had about 45 years experience in the field of nutrition. So I am really excited to be talking to you tonight about my secondary career, and that is LifeVantage. So I'm also an independent distributor with LifeVantage. And so what I'm going to be talking to you tonight is about some breakthroughs in nutrition and anti-aging and in nutrigenomics. And so let's get started, because I'm going to be covering a lot of territory tonight in a short time. So let's roll it. So what exactly will you be learning on this webinar? I'm going to be talking about 3 anti-aging pathways and how we can flip these switches in ourselves, and we turn on these different pathways within our body, and we do that with these 3 natural products. So we'll be talking about the NRF2 switch, the NRF1 switch, and the NAD switch. So let's get started. So I'm not going to play this ABC primetime news report. I'm not going to take time to do this tonight, but I would love for you to get back to the person who invited you. If you're a guest, either on the live webinar or if you're watching this recording, you want to get back to the person who invited you and make sure that you watch this webinar, this ABC news piece. This ABC news piece really launched our company LifeVantage back in 2005, because it was in 2005 when Dr. Joe McCord published the first scientific study on our flagship product, Protandim Nerve 2. This little pill, 1 pill a day, showed that you could lower your oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And anybody in the science world and the medical world knew that seemed too good to be true. And so what they did was they sent John Kionis, a reporter, into Dr. Joe McCord's lab. And what they did was that they drew his blood and were checking for a marker of aging called T-bars. It also measures your oxidative stress. So they drew the reporter's blood. He took 1 pill a day of the Protandim Nerve 2. He came back 2 weeks later, they drew his blood again. He had lowered his oxidative stress by 45% in just 2 weeks. Now that was even better than the study. And as a result of that, that really did launch our company. In fact, they started marketing the Protandim Nerve 2 in the retail market. So we started in the retail market, and then in 2007, 2009, they switched over to direct sales. And it was really when they moved to this new marketing channel of direct sales that actually the sales really exploded with the Protandim Nerve 2. Because what you're going to learn tonight is there's some fairly complicated science behind this product. It's new. Protandim Nerve 2 is a breakthrough in a new category of drugs and supplements called NRF2 activators. When Protandim was being sold in the retail market, it was sitting on the shelf with the antioxidant vitamins. So what you're going to learn in the webinar tonight is that it's not an antioxidant. It is called an NRF2 activator, which activates our cells to make antioxidant. This is a whole new concept. So you can see why this our product, Protandim Nerve 2, has really thrived and done well in this market. There's a story to be told, there's education. So remember, I was telling you that Protandim Nerve 2 lowers that oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So what exactly is oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is the damage done to your body by toxic molecules called free radicals. You have maybe heard of the theory of free radical aging, right? And so free radicals are these toxic molecules. I call them buzz bombs. And they literally destroy everything that they bump into your cells. And it's the leading theory on why we age, oxidative stress theory. Oxidative stress comes first. What that does is activates your immune system. What does that do? That gives you inflammation. So a good way to describe oxidative stress is by this apple. Do you see the apple on the screen there? When you cut an apple, what happens? It turns brown. That is oxidation on that apple, free radical damage on that apple. That is going on inside of your body. And that starts increasing after age 20. And it continues to increase and continues to go up. So where do we get those free radicals? Where do you get those toxic molecules? Well, some of those toxic molecules are generated within your cells. You know, when you burn sugar in your cells, glucose, you create some waste product. And that's, some of those waste products are free radicals. But you get a boatload of free radicals from your environment, from chemicals in food, herbicides, pesticides, pollution, cell phones, right? EMF waves, that's another source of free radical damage. Smoking as another big source. That's why smokers age 10 years sooner and faster than people who are non-smokers, because of all of the oxidative stress that's created and generated by the cigarette smoke. Now, my motivation for actually joining LifeVantage and getting the word out about the Protandim Nerve 2 actually stems back to 2009, actually. That is when my husband of 32 years passed away from brain cancer. And it really, really did kind of rock my world, because he was a very, very healthy man, you know, just ate all the, you know, healthy foods I put in front of him. I tell everybody he's a very compliant husband. You know, he said, okay, you know, this is the dietitian wife, you know, she knows what I should be eating. So, and he was really compliant about eating his healthy foods. But he had high environmental exposure over all the years in every occupation, and starting with farming and ranching. And then he was spent 2 tours in Vietnam, exposed to Agent Orange. Then he moved on, and he was in a plant in a facility where he's exposed to heavy metals and so on. So as you can see, that he is all of this bombardment of these free radicals over time and over years just did so much damage to his body. So what can you do about those free radicals? I mean, what's the solution here? Right? What is it you can do about it? Well, another name for those free radicals is called oxidants. So now you know why the big buzzword has been what? Antioxidants. 30 years, 40 years, whatever. This is what we're hearing about all the time, about these new antioxidants that they're discovering every day. Now, there are 2 sources of antioxidants, and the ones on the left on your screen, you're very familiar with those. Those are what we call the direct antioxidants. That's what you find in food and supplements. But there's another source of antioxidants, and those are your cellular antioxidants. Aha, yes, your cells make antioxidants. These are antioxidant enzymes, and the cellular antioxidants are up to 1 million times more powerful, more potent at neutralizing those free radicals before they can destroy your cells. So this is where Protandim comes in. Through this pathway called Nerve 2, flipping that switch, that anti-aging pathway, by activating that pathway, that speaks to your genes and tells your genes to make more antioxidants. So that's why Protandim is so potent and powerful at being able to lower that oxidative stress, 40%, 30 days. It's the combination of these 5 herbal ingredients at a very low dose that create this synergy and activate that pathway. Now, when you're watching that ABC news piece, in the news piece, they talk about how back in 2005, how they had studies that were underway to see if indeed, if Protandim Nerve 2 could extend lifespan, right? Because we know that oxidative stress contributes significantly to accelerated aging, right? So would it slow down aging? And in fact, we do have a study that shows that Protandim Nerve 2 significantly extends lifespan, at least that was demonstrated in this National Institute of Health study, finding that it would extend lifespan by an average of 7%. So again, this shows you a little bit about how Protandim works. It's the synergy of these 7 in very low doses that combined together increase these antioxidant enzymes by 1,800%. Now, if you look here, if you just take turmeric, for example, that's curcumin, you can see you don't get much of a bump up in those antioxidant enzymes just with turmeric alone. But these 5, this is that powerful formula. It's the recipe. It's the recipe that you have to have in order to flip on that NRF2 switch. Now, the research on Protandim NRF2 is what really impressed me. It also was really what impressed my mentor and who introduced this to me, and that was a doctor at the Everhart Hospital where I was the head dietitian in South Dakota. We were both impressed when we saw this and the amount of science that backs up this product. As you can see on your screen, there are scientific studies from prestigious universities and research centers. American Heart Association study was the one that really impressed us, Now, one study that was not conducted on Protandim NRF2, but was a NRF2 review paper published by researchers at Washington State University. They say that NRF2 may become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So someday you are going to go to your doctor, and maybe you might have a heart condition or something like that, and they will someday be prescribing you a NRF2 drug. There are now 2 NRF2 drugs on the market, one for multiple sclerosis and one for ALS. Our company has continued to conduct research in this area of this concept of activating these anti-aging pathways, right? Flipping on this switch, these switches in your body. And I heard something recently, a researcher said that there are about 20 to 25 of these various different anti-aging pathways. But you need to get them turned on. You need to find the switch that's going to flip. What switch do you need to flip to activate them? So another switch that we have discovered in our company has brought a product to market called the Protandim NRF1 switch. What does NRF1 do? NRF1 activates your cells to make more mitochondria. Why is that important? Well, because your mitochondria are your energy factories within your cells. This is where all of your cellular energy is produced. But as we grow older, we lose our mitochondria. What does that mean? You're losing your energy. And when you lose all of your mitochondria, then your cells die. So it's an important concept with slowing down aging is to get your mitochondria back. And that's exactly what Protandim NRF1 does. It literally grows back the mitochondria. And it works similar to Protandim NRF2. This is a different set of 5 different extracts, nutrients, herbal ingredients combined in a low dose in a synergy that flips on this NRF1 switch. So you're going to get that increased cellular energy. And so that's why I feel like I have as much energy now as I did 10 years ago when I started with LifeVantage. I'm regenerating my energy factories, the mitochondria, with Protandim NRF1. And the last cellular switch that I'm going to be talking about is the NAD sirtuin switch. Why is that important? Well, because sirtuins are a set of 7 anti-aging genes that were first discovered through the research on fasting and severe caloric restriction. And you may have been hearing about this, right? You know, you've probably been hearing about the benefits of fasting, all of the various health benefits, and about severe caloric restriction. Yes. And researchers have found a direct correlation to the health benefits of fasting, directly correlated to an increase in these sirtuins. So our company has figured out how to activate that sirtuin switch. How do they do that? Because there is a molecule called NAD that is essential in order to increase the production of those sirtuins. So now we have Protandim NAD synergizer. So what does that do? Protandim NAD synergizer increases sirtuin activity by 100% in 24 hours. Wow, that is huge. And we totally beat out any competition out there. Amazing. So what are the benefits of Protandim NAD? Improves mental focus and concentration, positive mood and motivation, mental physical energy, helps with healthy inflammation in the body, maintains your cholesterol levels, and a healthy vascular system. I just have a little story about this product because my husband Jim and I, we were avid pickleball players. And this is the last product in the cellular activators that Protandim released here about 6 months ago, probably back. Yeah, I'd say 6 to 8 months ago. And I remember it was probably after Jim had been on the Protandim NAD Synergizer. He was out on the pickleball court, and the guys noticed that he had quicker reaction times. They noticed that he just seemed like he was moving quicker and faster. And a lot of that, I think, also comes just from this improved mental focus and concentration that you get with activating that NAD pathway. So we know that each of these individual products, the Protandim NRF2, the NRF1, the NAD Protandim, we know that they all activate and increase certain positive, healthy genes within our cells. We call this nutrigenomics. The ingredients, the nutrients in these little pills, they're activating and turning on these genes. They're turning on the good genes and turning off the bad ones. So our company thought, well, what would happen with the gene expression if we were to take all three of these together? Would you get an additional nutrigenomic benefit? Would you get more positive gene effect? And that's exactly what happened. So what you're seeing on the slide is that over here, for example, on the left, let me talk about that just a little bit, because I'll talk a little bit about the gene effect of NRF2. And you can see here, there's one gene, the NRF2 gene, you see that, the heme oxygenase 1 there? So if you take Protandim NRF2 alone, you're going to get a 51% increase in that particular healthy inflammatory response gene. But look what happens when you take the other two with the NRF2. You get like an 848% increase. Wow, that is significant. And you'll see that across the board with the other two. So they're absolutely, these three are better together. So that is our cellular activators within our product line. Our company has more products within our product catalog, and I'm going to talk just briefly about a couple of these. First of all would be probiotics and prebiotics. The probiotic, of course, this is healthy gut bacteria that you're taking in a pill, right? I think you all probably have heard of probiotics. But what I realized probably starting about 10 years ago when research was coming out, is that those probiotics I was taking probably really weren't giving me the benefit I thought they were, because probiotic bacteria are destroyed by your stomach acid. So our company came up with a solution for that. There's a technology built into the pill in our probiotics that ensure that you get a survivability of the good healthy bacteria by 60%. Without this type of technology called BioTrack, you're only going to get 4%. So that is really huge, because why? Because 80% of your immunity is in your gut. Isn't that something that we are all really concerned about right now, is our immune health? And that is probably our best protection against any invading pathogens of any kind, right? So what you want to do is you want to add a complementary product to the probiotic, and that's called the prebiotic. So we have a prebiotic that is non-digestible fibers that feed the probiotics. Think of it this way. The probiotic is like the seeds in your garden. The prebiotics is like the fertilizer, right? So you're going to feed the probiotics, and with the prebiotics, I'm just going to crowd out all the bad guys in your gut, right? Our company has a very high quality omega-3 fish oil product. I've been taking fish oils for years. I knew from my days and years at a cardiovascular specialty hospital that not all fish oil products are equal. So many of those fish oils can be rancid and oxidized. Aha, oxidation, not good, right? So this is the highest fish oil product you could probably buy on the market. The other products in our product catalog are True Science skincare system. We are first to market with NRF2 activation in a skincare system. It is really like this inside-outside approach. You take the NRF2 pill on the inside, right, to lower the oxidative stress on the inside, and you use the skincare system on the outside to lower the oxidative stress and that cellular damage on the outside. We also have nerve 2 activation for our hair. We have a set of wonderful weight management products that target that toxic belly fat and help you lose the right kind of weight. And we also have Protandim for pets called Pet Tandem. So those are the products. Oh, I'm not done. One more. One of my favorite, very favorite products. How can I forget about Axio? Axio is a brain performance drink. I mean, it is incredible. It helps to improve mental endurance, focus, concentration. It reduces that brain fog. Anybody else beside me kind of get that brain fog once in a while? Jim and I call these Axio drinks our fog buster drinks. Truly wonderful. Such a good, clean product. No artificial colorings, flavorings, sugars, additives. So that's the end of our product catalog. And so the next question you're going to be asking is, oh, how do I get the products and what is it going to cost me? So first of all, I want to talk about being a customer. And we have a wonderful program. LifeVantage has a great, great program in that you can receive the same wholesale pricing that the distributors receive, or on a subscription program. So first of all, if you're thinking here, I'm just loving what I'm hearing, I'd like to get started with the products. That's a fantastic program that we offer. And by the way, all of our products have free shipping. Or if you were like me, when the first time that Dr. Gordon showed me this information, I was thinking about family and friends that I knew had high oxidative stress because I knew of their health conditions they had. And so I really wanted to get this into the hands of my family and friends. So what I did is I enrolled as a distributor. And so if that interests you, we have 3 different enrollment packs. There is great savings on these packs off the wholesale price, anywhere from 28 to 35%. It's a one-time purchase. When you purchase an enrollment pack, you get a distributor ID, and you get a replicated website for free. You get an electronic virtual office as well. It's amazing what the tools that you'll get when you purchase one of these packs. The pack I like the best is the the platinum pack. It's because you're going to get all of the products and you can get started using the products. I have customers who actually started with the platinum pack or the gold pack because they wanted to get the savings and they wanted to be able to try all of the products, because some people, that's what they like to do. They want to have a product experience before they start sharing it with family and friends. And that's a great option too. This slide is really about timing with business. And in business, it's all about timing in terms of your success, right? We know in real estate, what is it? Location, 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 right? It's all about timing. You know, I think that LifeVantage and our products are still one of America's best kept secrets. So we are still a young company. We're just 10 years old. We're 10 years old, but we have achieved great success in 10 years. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. We're a debt-free company at $240 million. That's really amazing success. In fact, out of 1,000 direct sales companies, only 8 of those are publicly traded, and LifeVantage is one of them. So we are really a top company in the direct sales industry. And like I said, hardly anybody knows about us. As you can see, you know, Ben, we were talking to Ben from the Philippines just before we started the recording. Our company is just launching in the Philippines, so that's really, really exciting. And we're also in 24 other companies all over the globe, particularly in Asia and in Europe. So once you buy one of those distributor packs, you're going to be able to start earning income. This is what I love about this business is I work from home. I can take this business wherever I travel. I spend 3 months up north in the summertime with my family. I'm here in Arizona now. It's my primary home, but I'm able to take this with me wherever I travel. With all the electronic tools and technology we have, you can do this business from anywhere in the world, really anywhere in the world. So that's what I love about it. I don't have any employees, literally no overhead. My job here as a distributor is just to educate others, tell my story and educate others. And when I do that, and when customers and distributors start coming into the company, LifeVantage sends me thank you checks just for by educating people about our products. We are the marketing, the distributors. We are the marketing arm of our company. You know, our company is, like I said, about $240 million in revenue. And of that revenue, 45% is paid back to the distributors in bonuses and commissions. And I'm not going to get into any of the details on this. And if you want to know more about the compensation plan, it's an extremely generous compensation plan. If you want to know more about that, I'd be get back to the person who invited you, and they can answer all your questions. But basically, what you're really paid is you're really paid to develop a network of consumers and a network of distributors. And that's really the concept behind our compensation plan. And anytime we talk about money and compensation, FTC requires that we show you our income disclosure statement, and we're very proud to show you this income disclosure statement because it's very it's amazing just some of the incomes that people are actually earning in LifeVantage. For example, if you're at this Pro 3 level, it's right around $650. If you move up to the middle rank of our company, it's right around $3,000. Or if you're in Elite Pro 7, like I am, it's about around $13,000 now, a little over 13. So you can get an idea of what kind of incomes people are actually generating and actually making in LifeVantage. Okay, so with that, I'm going to wind down on my presentation tonight. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep it to 30 minutes. So what did we talk about tonight? We talked about how we are activating different anti-aging pathways in our body to slow down aging, to achieve a better overall health, right? So we talked about how we're going to do that. There are switches on our cells that we can flip with these products. By flipping the switches, we are activating those pathways. So we talked about the NRF2 switch, which is creating more garbage men to take out the garbage. What's the garbage? The free radicals. How is it doing that? Activating our cells to make more antioxidant enzymes. Remember, this is totally different than a traditional supplement like a vitamin C tablet, right? This is not supplementation. We're talking about activation. Activating our cells, modifying gene expression, right? We talked about that, right? How we're boosting up all of these positive, healthy genes in our body. We talked about the NRF1 switch. What is that doing? That's going to increase our cellular energy, right? Going to restore our energy back to what it was when we were younger. And we talked about the last one, which is the NAD sirtuin switch. Activating that one gives you more of those 7 anti-aging proteins that is going to also help slow down aging. So with that, I want to thank you for joining my webinar tonight. Get back to the person who invited you if you're a guest here tonight and get your questions answered. Actually, they're probably going to ask you 3 questions, so be prepared. First of all, they're going to ask, are you looking for better health? Could you see yourself getting started with one or more of these products? What interested you the most about what you learned tonight? Find out and learn how you can watch that ABC News piece, number 1. That's really important to do. Number 2, maybe you were like me. Maybe you're thinking of people that you'd like to share this with. Maybe you're looking for a work from home opportunity. right? Maybe you're looking for just, you might think, man, this is just something I've been looking for. Well, get back to the person who invited you and find out about how you can get started. Get your questions answered. And number 3 would be, you just need more information, right? You have a lot of questions. So thank you. I want to thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you hopping on. And thank you very much for being on my webinar tonight. I pray you have a great week.